And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So LSU's offense will have the football first. The Bayou Bengals flexed on their boot rivals the last time these two met and won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. We talked to a lot of LSU fans, and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback fans, and they want some revenge, and they want that boot.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A pickup of 5, marching at the 36-yard line.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side. Across the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On the run, it's Berry. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got...
There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. QB draw. Runs through a tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. If you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Got it! No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They're facing a third down. Back to pass, it's Reddick. Fires left. He's got it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ball. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Lawson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll have to just going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up every yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Green. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give on the inside. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Shakes off the defender. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Jackson will throw. Under fire. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Looking to throw, it's Reddick. Going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Gonna run it. It's Braswell. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll try to run for it. Got the first down and still on his feet. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Reddick. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Berry. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. That's caught. It's Marshall. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Braswell. Jukes his way for more. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks.
And the Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll open the second half on the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Under fire. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Not much of a decision to make there as the defense will move him back. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking to throw, it's Reddick. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
They want to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd. Sneaks it into the end zone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Jackson will throw. Now adjusting. Got the first himself. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Offense in an empty set. Little touch pass to the receiver. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to.
Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 17 to Virginia Tech. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Looking to pass. It's Patterson. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now
looking for a huge play. He caught it. Touchdown LSU. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun to give, looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the 4th quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Reddick. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this. He's got it down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. First down and 5 after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Patterson. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And it slips just inside that right upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. We are not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking downfield, it's Reddick. Quarterback extends the play. There he goes.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Makes the catch. It's Berry. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, he'll throw it. Lofts one high indeed. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Reddick. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. And he'll be smacked to the ground. LSU right back to the line. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out.
He goes down in the end zone. There's also a penalty marker, but I think it's going to be a safety either way. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Back to pass, it's Reddick. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Turns it on in midfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to get it right here to end the game.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the the 16-yard line.
Gain of 22.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
There is joy all across the bayou.